Hi guys! Today's video I just want to talk about something different. Well, like I said, there's different things to this channel. It's not going to be all vacuum cleaner videos, but I am cleaning the kitchen. He's my favorite vacuum. My favorite Shop Vac Pro. That was, you knew in the collection tour if you watched that. I'm watching Paranormal Caught on Camera 2. Today I wanted to talk about what I think of today's crazy world and what's going on. Just my personal opinion. This isn't to affect anybody or make anybody mad, but where do I even start with today's crazy world? Like, you know, there's so many people that think COVID has something to do with politics. It has nothing to do with politics. I explained in my COVID video. Hasn't, you know, wear your fucking mask and get over it. You know, it's not that hard. But one big thing after watching Inside Edition, I don't know if you guys ever seen that. I seen more on this. I hope I don't get red tag for this, but I saw more on this George Floyd again, and just my opinion is, it's not to affect anybody, but my opinion is, there is nothing we can do. Get the fuck over it. It's like, people who have power over us are going to always make the decisions for us. Like, you can get a petition and saying it's not right, we need justice for what happened to that man. I'm not going to get into what I think. We probably do need justice to those cops. It wasn't right what they did, choking the guy and holding him down, but like, there is nothing we can do. Like, people who have power over us are always going to, like, I don't know how to say it. That's why we vote. You guys, like, we're a society that doesn't understand. We're, like, that's why we vote for, like, president and stuff, because for the next 4 years, those people have power over us, or sometimes there's nothing you can do about the people that have power over you. Like, your boss at work, your, what else can your teacher, your principal. You gotta do what they say. You're not always going to like what they say or tell you. You're not always going to like people telling you what to do, but you got to get over it, and because they have power over you. You know, like, that's the thing. In today's society, there's people like judges and everything that have power over us, that, like, we can get petitions. We can keep saying this isn't right, but in the end, our opinions will get somewhere. Like, voting-wise, our opinions get somewhere. But making all these petitions and everything, they're not going to get anywhere. Our votes will go somewhere. That's why we vote for, like, governor and stuff. So we get in somebody good that we want. That's going to get somewhere. But, like, once it's done, once that person's voted in, or that person's in, there's nothing we can do once they're in. Like, we voted for them. Or, like, you know, we made a decision to have them in there. Like, we can't boot them out, or, like, something, or, you know, and we don't always like the people we get in. Nobody's perfect, guys. And, like, my opinion is, like, nobody's going to be perfect. We're always going to complain about everything. And just what I think of today's world is people do not get over things. I just kind of want to make this video just to rant a little bit, because I just think, like, after listening to that and listening to the news and everything again, that's why I don't watch the news. People cannot get over things, guys. Like, it's over. Get over it. Like, you can't sit there and hold on and hold on and hold on and hold on to the past. Like, I'm not trying to be mean about this, but you can't sit there and hold on to the past and hold on to the past. Like, you got to get over the past and move on. Life gets better. Things happen that aren't right. Yeah. You know, I learned that you can't, that's one thing I personally learned. You cannot sit there and hold on to the past and hold on to the past. And, you know, you got to get over things. Like, my opinion, we got to get over this George Floyd thing. It isn't right what happened, you know. But what can we do? People who have power over us, like, it's going to all be up to the judge in the end. What happens to the cops that choked him? Hopefully the judge makes the right decision. But we can't tell the judge, oh, make this decision. We can make our opinion to them and say, well, I think this should happen. But in the end, they're going to make their own opinion because they have power over us. People who have power over you are always going to make the decisions for you. And, like you voted them in or whatever. There is sometimes nothing we can do. Like, that's why I don't get like why we're starting all this stuff like, oh, these lives matter, or like Black Lives Matter and stuff. Like, all lives matter in my opinion. And like, I don't know, it's just stupid in my opinion to start this stuff of like, oh, these lives matter, all lives matter. Everybody's life matters. Blacks, whites, Asians, Hispanics, Mexicans, Chinese. All lives matter. Nobody deserves to be treated the way he was. But we got to get over what happened. It's been like, a fucking year since the guy was killed. Like, we can sit there and hope for the right decisions. But in the end, there is sometimes nothing we can do. We can't change the past. We can't keep hoping, oh, this should be done, oh, I should have done this, I should have done that. Trust me, I've been somewhat there. Like, everybody's been there, I should say. Not just me. I shouldn't be singling on me. Everybody's been there, and we gotta get over. Like, people get over things. Like, a divorce. Oh, I should have done this. Oh, I should have done that. Or, like, when you go through your first breakup, like I did, I had to get over it. Eventually, you gotta get over it. Like, I got over my breakup within this. I just started getting over it about a month ago. Like, I decided best thing to do is to let go. What can I do? I can sit there and grieve and grieve. I thought, looking back, I could sit there and grieve over what happened. It wasn't going to change nothing, though. There is nothing I could do. She broke up with me. She texted to me. She blocked me. Nothing I could do about it. Like she's said to me in a stupid way. You can't force something that's not there, but... Yeah, that was in that other review. But you can't force something that's not there. It's kind of true what she did say. You can't force things to work out or like try and force things to force yourselves to be together or force something to like force justice for like what happens to people or force things to happen. You gotta eventually get... Sorry, I'm pacing around, guys, and just kind of... I'm actually looking for something, but you can't keep holding on to the past. There's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for my pad. You can't keep holding on to the past and hoping, oh, I want this to happen. Sometimes we just got to take it day by day and see what the people who have power over us are going to do. Like, eventually... Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do like 10 million things at once, but... We can't keep sitting there and wishing that we want something to be done, or like, it's like when you go through... I'm going to go back to like the divorce thing, your breakups. What can you do about it in the end? Things don't work out sometimes. Bad things happen in life. What can you do about it? There is nothing we can do. We can, they're going to keep happening. We can bring justice to the people that did the bad things. We can sit, but, and then during a divorce, like, one thing I don't get, a divorce or breakup, people tell you, oh, that person's an asshole for breaking up with you. They're an asshole for divorcing you. Why sit there and have a grudge? My thing is, I've never held a grudge through my breakup. I'm not going to hold a grudge. I'm not going to say she's an asshole. I'm not going to sit there and talk shit about her. I'm going to be entitled to what I think, and what I think is just kind of she took a chicken way out. She wasn't an ass or nothing. People tell me, oh, she was an ass. She was a dick. She never was. And you remember, you love somebody at a time for something. Sometimes things just don't work out. You can't sit there and hold a grudge, though. That's not going to help you move forward. Just like you can't sit there and hope justice on something. You gotta get your opinion out there in a mature manner, but after that, just let it go after that. See what it brings. Give your opinion, what you think should happen, and then let it go. You know? It's like when somebody dies. It's sad for the first few months, sometimes sad for the first few weeks, but in the end, what can you do? You can't bring somebody back from the dead. You can't, you know. This ain't the movies, guys. You know, you see in these movies, they got back to, oh, I found the love I once had. Within 10 minutes, it was back. You think within 5 months, oh my God, she's going to love me again, or he's going to love me again. Everything's going to be honky-dory again. Or like, this person's going to have justice. This person's going to just magically come back, you know, and everything's going to be honky-dory. Like, not everything's going to go your way, guys, you know. Sometimes you just got to get over things. You know, it can be tough. Trust me, I haven't probably been through nothing yet. You know, but sometimes there's nothing you can do. You just got to get over it and move yourself on. That's the only way you're going to better your life, is if you move on. If you move on and get over it. You know, I'm starting to move on. Like, shit, I wanted to move on. The thing is, you got to be ready to move on, or you got to be, I don't know, you got to be ready to move on. You got to be ready to, like, say, okay, there's nothing I can do. You know, this person died. There's nothing I can do. My friend got killed. The guy's in jail. There's nothing much I can do except hopefully give my opinion to the judge and tell them what I think he should have for a sentence. But in the end, there's nothing you can really do. You know, except voice your opinion, say how you feel about it. That's about all you can do in the end. But eventually you got to move on. You know, you're going to just ruin your life if you sit there like this George Floyd thing. I think they're ruining their lives by sitting there thinking about this and thinking about this and thinking about this. That's the TV, guys. It's paranormal content camera. But you sit there and think about this and think about this. Like, you're not going to move on. You're not going to better yourself as a person. If you sit there and hold on to the past, get over the past. The past is the past. Move on for the future. Better yourself in the future. Don't sit there and hold on to the past forever. Because you're never going to move on. You're never going to, like, find a new wife, find a new boyfriend, find a new girlfriend or whatever. If you sit there and hold on to the past, you do need recovery time. Don't get me wrong. You do need recovery time. Or you do need time to get your opinion out there. But in the end, you have to move on. You can't sit there and keep thinking about the past. Like, you do need recovery time. I understand that. Like, I need a recovery time. Everybody needs recovery time. Or their time to get their opinion out there. Like, I think at first the George Floyd thing, they needed time to get their opinion out there. Tell the judge what they should think happened. Get their protest, get their signs up and say this isn't right. But after that, you know, eventually you got to get over it. You know, get your opinion out there, better yourself, and then realize in the end you did what you could, and sometimes there's nothing you can do. Very rarely there's something you can do, but sometimes there is nothing you can do in the end, guys. It's a sad world, but that's the way the world works. Sometimes there is nothing you can do, you know, about your friend being killed or somebody being killed, somebody dying, you losing a best friend, you losing a girlfriend, boyfriend, you losing a wife to divorce or a husband to divorce. Sometimes there's nothing you can do. Things just don't work out sometimes, or sometimes also, like, bad things happen in life. But good things happen too. You know, the good thing is these people will face justice. You know, but yeah. My personal opinion is I think these cops should be fired. And I think they already were fired for that George Floyd thing, but like, I'm going to make this a whole nother review, but if you see the luxury they have in jail today, you would actually probably think twice. I think maybe they should be possibly put to the death sentence because people actually have it's not a luxury. It's jail, guys, but that's a whole nother video. But you get quite a bit more in jail than you used to how many years ago. Trust me, trust me. I've seen the shows. Like the shows ain't nothing compared to the real thing. But I don't know. That's a whole nother video. But I just wanted to make this video, guys. Get my opinion out there. Say what I think of things. So remember to like, subscribe, and I gotta get this kitchen clean. I've actually had ants on it. That's why I'm cleaning it. And that's only within 2 weeks. I haven't had time to do it for 2 weeks. I still sweep it, we still sweep it, but I haven't had time to mop it for like 2 weeks. So, yeah, just wanted to get my opinion out there, guys. Like, subscribe, share the video, and it's Thursday, so I don't remember what they call Thursdays. Have a good Thursday, guys.